Hi everybody, I'm Kathleen Alcala. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to work on some ephemera. I have some beautiful images here that I thought it'd be fun to kind of play and make ephemera out of them. I also pulled just random stuff. Look how old this is. I found tracing paper and parchment paper at a thrift shop for like $1.25, and it's so old it's turned yellow, which it's perfect for me. I pulled this Saturday Evening Post. There's not a lot of images in it, so I'm okay with just going ahead and using it as background. One more set of images. I just pulled things like a doily. I found fabric, tissue, old music notes. I love using old music notes. And then I pulled some paper pads as well because I just didn't know if I wanted to use them. Because the backgrounds are incredible. I don't necessarily like this, but I do love that. And this I saw had some, hold on, is it this one? That's not this one. But this had beautiful paper. I thought that would be really pretty to back that, maybe tags, or I'm not sure. I thought that was pretty. That I don't want to use, so I'm gonna put that away. And this one had, like frames. And I thought that could be really cute to cut out a frame, right? And use it. So the images are all black and white, which I wish they had some color. Using black and white images is not my favorite thing. However, they are beautiful pictures and I want to use them. I also thought there's possibility with this as a background paper as well, since they're black and white. Although I want to try to lighten the look of it, not just turning it into a heavy black and white old-fashioned. I want to give it some lace and some pizzazz, because look at how pretty this paper is, right? See, I want to lighten that up, lighten those images up. Hold on, I'm going to move some of this out of my way. I'll just put it next to me. Paper I might keep out. This I'm going to put on the side. I have this whole bin full of lace and different things, because honestly I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I'm sure it'll strike me. I had these bags. I thought this could be good. Oops, sticky. These were some beauty brushes that I bought, and they came in these little sacks. You know me, of course. I thought, oh yeah, that would be great to use, right? To decorate. Would that be pretty? And put in a journal. I think that would be really pretty. And then, of course, there's this sack here that I thought could be good. So we'll see. Okay, I'm just going to move that to the side. And these are the images. I want to just maybe cut. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. To the side there, maybe. I want to cut my favorite image to start with, which I really like that one because she's so clear. And these are beautiful too. So I'm not sure which one I want to start with. Let me just look. That is like crazy stunning, right? I love that image. So many pretty ones. Okay, ooh, that's pretty too. I love that. Sitting in a chair like that is beautiful. That's pretty too. Because she's cut off. This might be good for the little bag right here, because I would have to watch. Let me cut this out. So I have my little bag, right, and I'm gonna have to cut it out. Let's just play, right? Okay, she's all cut out. Let's play with this one first, shall we? And let's just see what happens. I think I want to decorate, even though I love music notes, right? So I don't know whether to do the whole thing, but I think I'll give it a shot. Let me see which side's better. This side, this side. I think this side. Maybe I'll keep that 7 in there. Kind of like it. What do you guys think? Let me just see. No, it needs to be full on. It needs to be full on. Okay, I'm going to glue. Going to glue. I got a new bottle. So no more fussing with the other one that I had. That was pretty wild. But I hate wasting glue because it's so expensive. And when it's just a little bit left, I really try to be mindful of just turning it upside down and using every last drop. So I'm going to put it probably right here. You know what, I think I should do that little tab too, because I'll probably put something, oops, get off camera. I'll probably put something else, like a piece of lace or something, but I still want to cover it. Okay. Let's see, I might actually even be able to rip this. It's just frail enough to rip so easily. I love that. Love it. Okay. All right. Okay. Since this is, you know, like that, I'm just going to do that. Has a little bit of extra on it, but I can get rid of that. And there's that. And I'll ink the ends. Look at, it's already starting off pretty. I don't know if I should do the back side and the same paper or not. Might be a bummer seeing it in both papers. Let me see. How about if I use some of this, right? If I just, now that I don't mind using the 3 here. So I would have to put it on this side, right? Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Friend Brown. I don't know what that is. I wonder if the news is more legitimate than our news now. Curious. Okay. Ooh, getting glue everywhere. Gotta be careful not to glue the thing shut, right? Okay. Do I want to? No, I don't. I'll do that. Okay, let's just do like this. Okay. Cover my glue. So you got extra glue there, which is fine because it doesn't matter. You're going to cut. It's the same thing. This paper is very fragile. Let's see. Hold on. Hold that thought. No. Okay. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, this will be a little bit more manageable. I save these little pieces too because they're really great for those little things you want to do. Okay. All right. Oh, look at, cut right off of there. That's okay because I can do a piece of lace or ribbon on there, right? I could even do a piece of music note. Watch. If I did that right there. Let's see. I didn't want to cover that 3. That's the only bummer. If I do that, I would cover the 3. Let me see something. What if I did that? That could work. Just gonna go for it, guys. It's upside down. It's this way. Okay. It's a little bit of glue. To the edge. Cut for the number to be seen. All right. Ah, glue stuck. I'm not mad at it. I'm okay with that. I could do a little piece like that, which I will do. Let me put the glue on here to see how much I need. There we go. Right. Oops, crooked. Let me let that dry down before I trim off the edge. Right. I'll just do that for now. Okay. I'm going to ink the ends, the edges. I'm using Vintage Photo, which is like my favorite. This is pretty much the one I use all the time. Let's just ink the sides. They may be decorated with lace and things, but it doesn't matter. I still want to ink the sides. And I kind of like the shredded paper edges. I don't necessarily want to get rid of that. I don't want to smooth it out, and I don't want to cut it with scissors because I think that's charming. I know some people may not think it's charming. I can rip that off now, but I do. And let's ink the fold line right there. How pretty it looks inked, right? Let's ink this side too. Even though I don't know what I'm putting on that flap, I'm still going to ink it. That's white. I don't like that, so that's going to have to be covered up. Okay. I just think this will be really cute. What I was thinking about, wouldn't it be cute to put like a pen in there? So when you're giving them the journal, they can actually use a pen to journal. I thought that would be really cute. Okay, so I want to ink this here. So I'm trying to be careful. There. Yay. Yay. Okay. Now covering this, honestly, I want to use something prettier than that. And I'm going to use pretty paper throughout, not just right there, but I want to find something. Hold on. Let me look. I want something floral. Let me see if I find anything in here that I like. So that's ledgery. Ugh, too dark. These flowers are pretty, but they still have such a dark tone. I don't want to do dark. I wonder if I was to be able to cut out a flower. Let's try. That's really cute. Let's see. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Let's cut that flower out and see what happens, right? Okay. I like that. Let's ink it. Okay. Throw that away. Try and be mindful and clean my space before I do anything else. Okay, guys, you're not going to believe this, but I lost my image. I have looked everywhere and it is gone. I don't know what happened to it. I looked the floor, the garbage, the table, the desk. Maybe you're seeing it and I'm not. So for the sake of this video, we're going to move on. There's other lovely images we can use. So this one would work as well. This one would work. There's very many. That would work too. I'm thinking maybe that one might work. They're all smaller images, so that works out really well for me, right? Let's try one of these. Either this one. Let's see, hold on. Let's just cut it out and find out. See if it's gonna work. That will work. I wonder if I should cut her out or leave it intact. Let's see how much I'd have to lose. Let me just fold this over so I know how much I'm losing. Not very much, right? Look at, can you see, guys, see that? That's not very much. I'm going to go ahead and trim it up. I'm just going to freehand it. I actually do own paper trimmers. To me, they're just such a hassle pulling out. Okay, we're going with that one. Things change, you go with it, right? Okay, I'm going to ink this picture. Give it a little bit edging so you can see it a little bit better, and it matches all the vintageness going on. The vintage loveliness. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now I actually need some lace first. Lace, we gotta have lace. Or something, right? Something pretty. No, that's not gonna work. How would this look? I don't know. I'm not loving that. Could be good, but I'm not loving it. Oh, you know what might work really pretty? Hold on. Like maybe a little doily. That could be pretty. Hold on. I love this blue. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I like that. Stately, isn't it? Let's try some other ways of putting it. What if I did it that way? Ooh, I love that. It reminds me of Total Victorian, and I know this is going over, so I think I'm okay with it. I don't think I'm going to even trim it, but I love that. Love, love, love. The only thing I want to put something else behind her. Let's see, I thought I had like all these little pieces, but I'm not sure if the colors will match. Oh, I have these. I just used that one on my seed journal, if you guys remember. If I was to do something like this, what do you guys think? That would be pretty right there, right? I like that. Why don't I cut this in half? Then lessen the bulk. Right, like that. Okay, I'm going to put this down because I absolutely adore it and love it. Isn't this color pretty? I buy this woman, she sells on YouTube. She posts once a month. I can't think of her name. If I can think of who it is, I promise I will list it in my description. But off the top of my head, I can't think what her channel is called. But she is, she sells a lot of pretty things. She dyes these, she dyes ribbon and crochet pieces on her own. Okay, let's just put some glue on here. I like the idea of that coming actually up and out over the edge. Watch. I'm just going to glue on these two ends right here. See, I like that. It comes over, see? I like things kind of hanging off the edges. I think it's so pretty. Okay. Nope, that doesn't work anymore. See how sometimes you just have to go with what works. Okay, let me put this away. Look at how pretty that color is. I don't even know what color that would be considered. It's gorgeous. Charcoal. Very, very pretty. Okay. I'm still feeling Like I need to have something around the picture, but I don't know what. Feels unfinished to me. Do you guys think the same way? Like, look, would that just be too much? Would it take away from this? Doesn't feel like unfinished. I feel like it's unfinished. I need something there, but I don't know what. Something small, really small. Just like a little trim or little something. I wonder if, hold on. I have some other interesting stuff I pulled. One is some ribbon. Okay. Or trim. I don't know what you want to call this. Trim. I just think stuff is so beautiful. Ooh, look at that green. Green and blue. I love the combination, but I don't know if that works. That's pretty. Look at that. Ooh. I kind of like that. I'm going to pull it just in case it works. Got a lot of it. Goodness gracious. I don't think, you know, this side compared to that side, look at how nice that looks. I really like that compared to it. Let's see. I think this one's out. I like the mix of color. Again, I'm trying to put color into this. I think this is going to win. Let me just look to see what else I have. This is beautiful. That's pretty too. Different, huh? The stripes. Let's leave it there to think about it for a second. Pink, I think, would be too much. Yeah, that's just too much. Too much, I say. I think it's going to be, I think that one's going to win. I think so. Okay, let me just take one last gander around. This is beautiful. Isn't that beautiful ribbon? Oh my gosh, I love that ribbon. I wish it was smaller. I don't want to lose the buttons of her dress. I don't want to lose that either. Okay, so I think it's going to be this one. Yes, it's going to be that one. Let me move the bucket out of the way. The bin. Okay, let's just go for it. Let's do that. Let's trim that down. And let's glue that on. I want to put it right on the edge of the picture. There. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. It feels like velvet on this side, so it makes it really, really pretty. Let's trim. I want to trim that up. I want to trim this up. It's different, huh? Let's see, what would it look like up here too. I like it. I like it, guys. I like it. Okay, let's move this back out. Let's put it away. I'm trying to be a little bit neater when I craft because you guys should see my place. Yikes. Yikesy mama. Okay. I'm going to have to trim that little piece up so I can trim the ribbon up. Isn't that beautiful? You know what I need now? I need a little brooch, flower, a beautiful button maybe. These have been coffee dyed, these buttons. Look at this beautiful button. I don't want to lose that. I think it's too pretty to lose. But I do like the idea of something being there. Do you think a button's good? I kind of like a button. This button is very odd. It looks like, oh, there's string in it. And that looks like it was glued on or something. I kind of like the color. Let's just compare. Let's do something like this. It feels like a bullseye. That feels like it has personality. Okay. I kind of feel like that dark, it almost looks green to match that. That's what I'm going to put down on there. And I think I'll just put a ton of glue right in here, like a well of glue. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm happy with that. A little pocket. Okay. This back side still may put this little flower, just so when you turn it around on this side, because look how cute that looks, just a little flower down there. I think I'm going to do that. I think it's a sweet flower. Why not make everything have a little pretty, even if it's the back side? And I still want to put something on here. Okay, so I'm thinking, let's just put some book paper down there. Let's see, that's too small. What if I did it this way? It would be a good, nice contrast. If I just glue it like that. Okay, so I would need to trim right here. See, like that. I like that. You know what? I like that. See how you can see it past? I kind of like that idea of it coming out even a little bit more. Look at how cute that would look. I like that. That I'm going to do. Just put some glue down. Let's see. There we go. The little excess glue came out. Wipe it down, wipe it down. Okay, throw that away. Garbage. That cute. I love that. Okay. One thing down. The other thing I want to make is this. I love that exposed. I wonder if I can get it exposed on both ends. Let's see. Let's get that a little bit exposed on both sides. Just as well. Look at. Okay. Now, I know this is dark brown. Let me find an image that I want to work with first. Okay, hold on. Let me get the kit out. Okay. I kind of like the lady looks pensive, like she's thinking. I still like that look, side-eye look. It's all really cool. She's beautiful too. I don't know what to do. Okay. For some reason, my printer printed like 3 of these. I'm not sure why. My printer, what are you doing? Maybe it's saying, hey, you finally have some really pretty ladies. I'm gonna print a lot of them. Gosh, I love that image. Let's too small for this, I think. I can't lose her riding crop. That would be not good, no bueno. Although it does kind of look like it could fit. How would I do that though? That's such a major picture. I'm not going to do that to it. I don't want to destroy it. Okay, pick one, pick one, pick one. Ooh, look, she's beautiful too, the way she looks. Sassy. Okay. Yikes, I'm confused. That might be cold to cut around and turn it like it's an actual picture, right? But I'm not going to do that for this. I'm thinking her or her. Man, I love that side eye, so I'm going to do this one. My dog Cosette gives me the side eye all the time. I always think, I wonder what she's thinking. I go, Cosette, why are you giving me the side eye? What did I do wrong? Okay. I really like this image too. This is a beautiful image as well. Look at, I love that her whole dress is showing. Oh, I love that picture. I might use that because you can see her whole dress. I like historical photos, and one of the reasons is to see their clothing and what's around them. It's so cool to me to see both. Okay, we're going to see which one works best. So, up for grabs. Okay, move my kit over to the side. Drink of root beer. Okay, up. Let's see, compare that one. That one. I don't know. I'm going to leave them here. And I'm just going to start decorating that. This is really light, but it could work. Just cutting a piece off. Because remember I said I want to lighten it up a bit. This is what I want to do. I want to lighten it up with some paper that is much lighter. Let me see what's here. Let me just pull one of these out. Let me just see what would happen. I mean, it might not work at all. Might work, might not. So I'm going to rip, because you know I love the ripping thing. I don't want to lose too much on the edge, so there's that. Let's keep this. I like that. Let's ink this. You know what I want to do? I want to ink the edges of this and see what it would look like right in here. That looks good. It's coming out well. In fact, I might ink more inward. See, I'm inking right in here too, not just the edges. I like the way that came out. Kind of almost has like a burn look, which I really digging. But it makes me want to ink this heavier, right? Because that's such a heavy ink. I feel like it needs to be matching. Very pretty. Almost grungy in a way, right? So I'm using the dark, but I still have that beautiful soft pink right here, which I love. I do feel I need lace. Lace emergency 101. Gotta have my lace. I don't know whether to put it in the back. Can't really see that much, can you? You know what I feel like we need is something like this. Sheer netting. Is that beautiful? I wish you could see the polka dots though, and you can't. The whole point is to see those polka dots, right? Ooh, pretty. I don't need that. This is all I need right here. Those polka dots are stunning. She stands out more, right? I think she's going to be the winner. Let's ink this end up to match. Bring some definition in so you can see it pop out a little bit better. Okay. That to me is stunning. I don't want to trim it over like that. I'm going to leave it loose. Let's bring it down. Bring it down. Okay. Pretty. And it's simplicity, right? Hold on. What would it look like if I actually put this under? Let's just take a peek. No harm, no foul. Okay, let's bring it down a little bit. Because I think that might be really pretty underneath. What do you guys think? I feel it loses the dots. It's pretty with it. I like it. But look at the difference. It's simplistic and beautiful. And I'm going to do that. I think the beauty of this is it being simple. Right? Let's just put some glue on the lace itself. Since it'll be a little easier that way. Gonna lay it down to the edge. That's so pretty, stunning. I'm not sure how far to drop, how much glue to put down, basically. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's trim this. I don't want to trim it straight. The only thing I'm thinking I could do, watch, is pull that, make it more manageable, I want it to look like haphazard, you know me. I just like it to look not trimmed, perfectly straight. Might pull these ends so it kind of frays it a little bit. That might be too far out. Okay, darn it. Let me get closer in. Okay. Let's see if I can fray that at all any. That looks a little bit better. Let's put her on. Put in. I might need a little lace trim around it, like a frame. It's just so stunning. Right? Isn't that beautiful? Okay. I love that. Pretty. I think I might turn this like a giant bookmark, maybe. That could be cute, right? Hold on. Where is my punch? So when I grabbed this, everything fell down. So I had to edit that. I'm gonna have to do a lot of edits on this one. Okay, let's let's go ahead and get that in there and put, let's see if that fabric can be cut at all so we can have an actual, right? Let's see, hold on. My ugly little tool thing that I take with me when I craft for my friend's house, but it's so handy. I just throw all the little tidbits in there, things I probably want to use. I'm just trying to find a brad. I mean, wow, that's really bright, the blue. That's no bueno. This pink might be pretty. Let's see. I know it's really bright, but it gives it color. And I'm gonna put ribbon through it, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's see. Okay. Perfect. There's that. Tie this back up so everything doesn't come flying out. I got this from the Dollar Tree like years ago and it broke, so now I just use the rubber bands to hold it, and it actually holds it better, more securely. Okay, there's that. I do feel the need for lace. Hold on, I found this. I saw this little pretty lace trim down here. I thought, ooh, that's cute. Hold on. See? Isn't that cute? I think I had just used that. Is white too bright? Ooh, that beautiful piece of lace. Wish it was just a tad smaller. Okay, guys, I found this that really matches pretty well. I think I'm going to use it. Let me just trim that off. My hands are full of glue. Apologies. Okay. I think I'm going to do that and then just one on the top. Right. Okay. So it'll look like that. Just fill it in a little bit. Just a little bit. I just feel like the picture needs to be a little bit more finished than just leaving it like that. Okay. Ah. Glue everywhere. Nice. Okay. That worked out well, I think. I like it. Now I need to find a piece of ribbon that I actually like. I don't know if pink really goes so much since it's peach tones, but I kind of want to make it work because I want pink. I want to brighten this up. Let me see. Let's just see what this would look like. Cute. That is cute. Not cute. That really adds a lot. I'm also now thinking about a little something right here hold that thought. Let's see what else I got. Look how blingy that is. Pretty flower. I love that flower. What do you guys think about that flower there? I'm looking for something, but I don't know what. Heart. A cute heart. Heart or flower? Kind of like the flower, but what I'd want to do is put, because what I'm thinking is to add just a little bit underneath till it just fill it out a little bit more. See? Do you see where I'm going with what I want to do? And then let's see this pink. I put washi tape to hold the edges so I can find it easy. Oh, I love this one. It's one of my favorites. Okay. Let's just move this flower out of the way until I can figure out what I want to do here. So just filling it out a little bit more. And then let's try this cream. Or it's like a cream green. Almost looks green, but I know it's cream. Let's just give it a whirl. Make it that smaller. Oh, I already have it on there. Duh. Let's do this one here. Let's drop that there. Let's just see what this would look like. The white and pink together. If it was to be glued down, then this, I like it. I like that, guys. That's what's going to happen. So I'm going to put the glue right on top of the bow and try to get these back. Let me put them back together. Boy, that, there's that. And there's this. And I'm just going to kind of bunch them together at the end. See if I can get that in the glue. And then, where are my little tools? Okay. Now let's put the flower back on. Okay, so I'm going to trim this because it's just too long. I like that. I like it, you guys. All right. Okay, I'm going to end this video. Probably it's running into a lot of time, but I just wanted to show you some things to make embellishments with this beautiful images. And that will do it. I hope everyone has a blessed, beautiful day. And I will continue working on more ephemera, and I'll share that with you at a later date, hopefully. Sorry, I'm just not sure. With work and everything, it gets so busy and hectic. But I will try to do that for you guys. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you get to play and make ephemera just for fun. I plan to put this actually in a journal, so I'm working on that right now. All right, take care, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.